techniques, slope stability and retaining walls, embankment and shallow foundation and pile foundation. Through these slides, we are going to have almost around 25 questions. I am going to solve some of them and I will leave some of them for you. All of them solved. I will send it to you, all of you. Start for slides number 1. Number 2, system of units. How many system of units we have? We have metric اللي هي CGS اللي هي centimeter gram second اللي هي metric اللي هي French units, and we have البريتش اللي هي الفوت pound second, الفوت الF, البي الباوند and second, and we have اللي هي اللي هي ايه المتر and kilogram second. This is the standard international standard units اللي هي ايه المتر kilogram second. We have 3 major, the system of any units in the world is 3 units. We have 3 systems. The 3 system is as foot pound second and centimeter gram second and meter kilogram second. The standard units which is coming is meter kilogram second. Okay. In physics quantities we have, I am giving all the physics quantities which our concern. Some of questions coming in exam, what is the definition of energy? What is the unit of power? What is the unit of pressure? Electrical charge. Some questions in your exam coming for, you are not studied before. Maybe it's coming from electrical, coming from mechanical, but there is some questions, we already have it in our questions, in our exams. You will see what the meaning energy, the unit used for energy, the units used for power. I give everything. يعني الماس we have a symbol it, and we have an MKS اللي هي standard units اللي هي kilogram, and the foot pound second اللي هي English units اللي هي pound. The volume the same as cubic meter and cubic feet. The gravity very important اللي هي M over second square and the feet over second square. الرو density اللي هي equal kilogram over cubic meter, slug over cubic feet. What does it mean slug over feet? If you go for physics definitions about slugs, what does it mean slugs? This is a lot of engineers ask. By the way, the British unit اللي هي الفوت pound second almost 95%, you can say 90% from your questions in your exam and the problems coming from foot pound second. Coming from foot pound second. The MKS اللي هي the standard units few, you can say 10%. This is my observation. What is and the data analysis? I found out that's almost 90%. You can say 90% from your questions coming and the problems coming from foot pound second اللي هي English units. When you are discuss about density, what does it mean density? Density is equal what? Density is equal a rho equal a gamma weight. We can say discuss about this one because this is very important. If you need to go for physics and how to identify any dimension for any units, you can just go for the principle. What's the principles? We have said that el gamma when unit weight el gamma equal what? Equal rho density and rho multiply multiply gravity. يبقى الرو اللي هي density equal what? Equal الجاما over الجي اللي هي gravity equal what? If you go the dimension of الunit weight, the dimension of unit weight is what? The dimension of our weight equal pound over cubic feet. Over what? Gravity is equal what? Gravity equal feet over second square. All of this one is equal what? Equal pound multiply second square over what? Over pound over feet power 4 over feed power 4. Once you have the power 4 is equal what? Equal mass over volume equal, we call it slug over cubic feet. We don't, all of us, some of us study this British units, and this is, maybe we forgot about it, but this is the units. How can you are going for for standard units? If you go for the standard units, is equal is equal what? Equal units dimension of unit weight in standard units, Newton, over what? Over cubic meter, over what? Over meter over square, second square, G, equal what? Equal Newton multiply second square over M اللي هي meter power 4 equal برضو the same, equal mass over volume equal what? Equal kilogram cubic meter. This in standard units, and this is foot FB second unit, foot pound. Okay, so if you need to go in deep details about all these physics quantities and units, you can go in this direction, this way, how to define dimension of any particular quantity, and you can getting until the end of the. But this is a measure what we have. This is measure what we have in our exam. We don't need to study. We're not going to study physics. We're not going to study the work is equal, symbol is equal joule, equal force multiply distance. No, we will not go into for physics as much as you just know the terminology and the symbol and the unit of use, joule. The energy is still joule and the power is watt. Okay, so this is the way we are going to study this slide. Don't go more than that. Okay, that's it. Don't go more than that. Be careful about, as I told you, foot pound second. This is very important. All the 90% from our exam questions and problems coming from foot pound second. Again, we will come back to weight. Weight equal force. يبقى W equal force. Any weight is force equal mass multiply acceleration of gravity. We have this equation in our slides a lot, especially in structure analysis. We have it. W equal F equal M multiply G اللي هي gravity. Okay, very good. And we have trigonometric functions. This is very important, guys. The exact values of trigonometric function. We need to know, memorize this type of sine 0 is equal 0, cosine 0 is equal 1, tan 0 is equal 0. We need to memorize as much as you memorize this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is very important in your exam. You are not going to have panic, especially when you have inclined forces and you need to decompose it into two direction, an X or Y direction. This is very important. That's really we need to know. We need to memorize all of this exact value of trigonometric function. Okay, guys, this is again. This is more. It's for everybody. If you need to more, that's a simple summary. You'll have a rho, a gamma, a beta, a tau, a sigma. All of this type of symbols, I'm just giving it to you in more details, just only to have it in your slides. This is international system of units. We have all the units related to standard units. 10% from questions and the problems coming from standard units, and 90% from your questions and the problems coming from الفوت pound second اللي هي English British units. A soil sample. We have this sample, the first class in our soil mechanics lectures in previous days. This sample, we have this sample. We have a sample. We take a sample, soil sample. If you go for your geotechnical report for your project, you will find always how many sample taking and the boreholes, maybe how many boreholes taking the samples. Maybe 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. Taking sample like that, taking the sample is you have this each sample have solids, water, and voids. Any samples of soil, any sample of soil have 3 components: void, water, and solid. A solid have volume and weight. Volume and weight يبقى ال VS ديت الفوليوم of solid and ال MS اللي هي الماس of soil, and the weight and gamma weight. And the weight and unit weight. Okay, and the volume of water have volume for water and the mass for water, but we have a void, only volume for void, but we don't have mass for void or weight of voids. Weight of void or mass of void is equal 0. But we have volume? Yes, we have volume. Okay. طيب. Volumetric relationship is very important. We have, for example, here air, water, solid. This relation, try to memorize it, guys. Try to memorize it, all of you. The void ratio equal what? Equal the volume of voids. The volume of voids divided the volume of solid. Whatever I have volume of solid, and whatever I have volume of voids, volume of voids divided volume of soil, that's we call it void ratio. Okay, porosity, we have equal what? Equal the volume of voids divided total volume of soil sample. Total volume multiply 100 because it's a percentage. The porosity is indicate this soil is compacted or already compacted, already consolidated before from as much as the solid, as much as the volume is this porosity is equal 10%, and if another soil have 20% the same soil, that's mean what? The 10% soil, that's meaning is more compacted than 20%. You have porosity percent. If you have 2 type of soils, one of them the same type of soils, one of them the porosity of it, the sample of it is 20, and the same one, the same soil, same type of soil, sand, for example, or clay, we have from different layer, different depths, we have the porosity of it is equal 30, means what? The porosity of soil 20% more compacted than the other soil which have porosity 30%. Okay, the volume, very important, the volume of void divided total volume of the sample multiply 100 is equal porosity. Degree of saturation, the degree of saturation start from 0 if the soil is dry. If the soil is dry means what? Means خلاص. That's meaning no water, that's meaning solid. خلاص, dry, very dry. Solid is very dry. And if until 100%, if 100% means what? Means all the void filled of water. If I have volume of void, that's meaning the volume of void is equal 0 because it's fully saturated of water. Your saturation is degree of saturation is equal total volume of voids contains water divided total volume of voids. Okay, this is a three very important. We have to memorize all these volumetric ratios. Aside of this one, we have to memorize as well the coming ones. We have a very important triangle. The very important triangle is equal density, volume, density, and mass. This is a triangle is very important, and we have a specific gravity. The specific gravity equal density of material over a density of water, or a unit weight of any material divided a unit weight of water. A unit weight of any material divided a unit weight of water. or density of material divided density rho or gamma over time. الدنسity I have material like water, المتر كيلو second, and the foot pound second. I have density is 1000 kilogram over cubic meter, and I have in the foot pound second 1.4 slugs. 1.4 slugs, these guys try to memorize it in our exam. We will never give you this information. يعني you have to understand that الwater especially الwater, the unit weight for water, the density of water, the unit weight of water is equal what in both in equal 9,810 Newton over cubic meter. Try to memorize it. And per foot, pound second is equal 62.4 pound over cubic feet. This is too much, very important and common. So we have to memorize a density both in MKS and the FBS, and you have to memorize the unit weight in the MKS units and the foot pound second units. You have to memorize it both. يبقى 1000 kilogram over cubic meter, 1.94 slugs over cubic feet. This is a density, and the unit weight is equal 9,810 Newton over cubic meter and 62.4 pound over cubic feet. This is two very important two units to memorize: density and unit weight. Let me check. These figures don't seem correct. Which one? Which one, Gabriel? Tell me. Which one is not correct? Clay and sand? This, okay. For sand and clay, okay, I understand. This is depend about the type of sand. Don't account on them. I am not telling you to memorize. I am not telling you to memorize the sand and clay. I am just giving you as an example. This sand and clay, no, don't account on them. Just focus in water, because he will not give you the units for density. If the problems in your exam having some information to extract مثلا unit weight or something, like, he will never give you how many in water, the density مثلا of water. He will not giving you, so you are going to memorize it. Okay, but other in this common factor of this, yes, MK means, MK is meaning MK اللي هي متر كيلو سكند. meter kilo second. Meter as a meter distance multiplied by 9.498 and multiplied by 9. Yeah, correct. Yes, because 1,000 kilogram over cubic feet multiply 9.8 is equal what? Unit weight. Because we said el gamma. If we come back here. If we said here, unit weight is equal, gamma, unit weight is equal rho multiply G. Rho equal, we said 1,000 kilogram over cubic meter multiply 9.81 meter over second square, يبقى equal 9,810 Newton over. This is in MKS اللي هي الستاندر المتر كيلو, and we have a second. الفيت الاف بي اس اللي هي ايكوال جاما ايكوال الرو ملتبلاي الجي ايكوال 1.94. To memorize it, this is the density of water اللي هي ايه pound over cubic feet of multiply 32.2 اللي هي feet over second square equal what? It will be equal 62.4 pound over cubic feet. Try to memorize, guys, this is the two units, whatever in MKS and whatever in foot pound second. Okay. Sand and clay in a specific weight, Gabriel, means that they need to be multiplied by, okay, same. Okay, guys, خلاص, okay. Yes, correct. This is wrong, yes, correct. See, I'm sleeping today, don't worry, I'm sleeping. Yes, should be el sand اللي هي 1600. No, this should be multiply 9.8 and should be clay as well. Should be correct, guys, correct. You are perfect. Yes, this is wrong. I will review it again. This is wrong, correct. Anyway, صح, correct. You are correct. Both of you correct. Yes, exactly. As the thought table below is wrong. Correct. Wow, we have a lot of engineer in the mood. Wow, very good. Yes, I will correct this one. Wait, guys. I will have my comment here to rectify later. Slides number 10. Correct, guys. If the water unit weight of water is 9,800 Newton cubic meter, that's I did copy paste and then anyway. Let us go for our some important relationship as well and formulas. We have a specific gravity GS multiply water content equal saturation multiply void ratio. We have to memorize, yes, just practice makes perfect. You are going to have a lot of exercise right now. Once we are memorize all this, maybe we are going to use it in our exam. Yes, we are going to use it in our exams. I will show it you now when questions and problem that have such things. And we have a specific gravity. Void ratio is equal GS multiply gamma weight water, unit weight of water, minus 1, divided gamma dry minus 1. You have to memorize both formulas. This is very common in soil mechanics, the first or second lecture in our civil engineering college days. Yes, we have that is, yes, to try to memorize it. Just we are going to practice on them. Yes, we are going to practice on them. Let us see. Okay. How can you practice this one? I will give you this example. This example, if any, you are asking for any laboratory to get a soil report for your site, you are asking them to come to your site and take samples. They are going to take a sample and going to laboratory, analysis all the information, all the data through the particular equipment, and in the end giving you this sample, example, mass and volume fractions. A sample is giving. Don't think that the exam it will have such questions. No, I'm just giving you this as a sample to study it. A sample of soil is taken using thin wall sampling tube into a solid deposit. After the soil is extruded from the sampling tube, a sample diameter kazakh. All this information, just read these questions and example and try to solve here all the solution of it. The distribution by mass and weight will give you total solid and water, total solid water, and will give you a mass in grams and the sample mass in grams and the sample weight in kilonewton, and they will give you all the distribution. Try to apply the formulas, which is already have it here as a study, and don't go for deep details. Is don't, if you would like to skip, skip. If you want to go for to memorize more, you can, as much as to increase your enhance your calculation skills. Go ahead, don't worry, it will not take from you such time. This all the distribution, all the degree of saturation, moisture's content, all the and the void ratios and the units weights, everything's coming to you here, and you can try to solve it by your own, or even following this calculation. In the end, you are going to enhance your calculation and as well memorize all the formulas which I give it you. The same one, this is the same example calculation of unit weights. You have the same as well example, but different example. Please note such this example is to enhance and refreshing. It's not coming in your exam. In coming in your exam, you will see it right now. You have all the answers, and you can use these formulas, and you can go for Google to more enhance your soil mechanics knowledge. You can go more, but this is more than enough. This is more than enough. Question number 1. This questions, guys, I am going to try to give me the ideas. Let us discuss about this questions number 1. Yes, coming in your exam, this is coming from your exam. Like this sample. Example questions number 1. Let us read it. Given the phase diagram, we have an air, water, solids, and they give you the water content اللي هي W equal 10%, and they give you the gamma soil gamma S اللي هي gamma solid equal 165.4 cubic feet bound over cubic feet, and he give you the total weight, the total unit weight of the sample is equal 127 pound cubic feet. How you are going to solve this type of questions? If, as I shown below, the porosity is most nearly, the porosity is equal what, guys? Equal volume of voids divided the total volume of the sample. You have now start from, try to take 2 minutes, think how you are going to give me a strategy. Or think how to solve. Give me a strategy how you are going to solve this type of questions. Give me how. Think about it. Take 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'm going to solve it for you. No one? Type. I will come back to it. Given a sample, you have sample, air, water, and solid. And water 10%. and you have air. The total gamma for total sample, gamma is equal, total equal 127 pound BC pound cubic feet. And the gamma solid equal 165.4 pound cubic feet. First, we'll have the approach of if you have 1 cubic feet, unit 1. If you have 1, we'll approach what? 1 cubic feet, 1 cubic feet, 1 cubic feet is equal, the weight of it is equal what? Is equal 127. ما هي this الجاما total is equal 127 pound cubic feet. That means what? The weight of 1 cubic feet is equal what? Is equal 1 pound. 127 pound. This is what we have right now. You have solid, related to, and water. Solid is 100% and the water is 10%. That's the total weight of solid is equal what? Is equal 100 over 110 multiply what? Multiply the weight of total sample, the weight of 127 equal 115.5 pound. يبقى دي 1 ده الويت. طيب الفوليوم of solid, الفوليوم of solid is equal what? We have a very common formula saying your volume of solid equal what? Equal weight of solid divided gamma solid. This is another formula, you have to memorize it. We have 2, we have here 3. From this equation, from this formula, we are going to have a volume of solid. The volume of solid is equal 115.5 divided 165.4 equal what? Equal point. Equal point 6.698. This is the volume of solid. The volume of solid from 1 cubic feet, from 1. It means what? The void ratio, the volume of voids equal what? Equal 1 minus equal point 0.302, I believe. Yes. 1 minus. Yes. Okay. طيب. عندك البروسيتي is equal what? البروسيتي equal equal الvolume of voids divided total volume total multiply 100 يبقى equal 0.302 over 1 multiply 100 equal 30.2%. يبقى the answer is D. The answer is D. Mr. UPDA, it's your homework number 4. You can say it is the answer. This one. Any questions, please? Questions? Any questions? Any queries? How did you when you are start to study soil mechanics and read the slides 2 times 3 times and try to solve by your hand for 100%, you are going to memorize all the formulas, and for sure 100% you are going to able to answer these questions by yourself. I'm just giving you an example now how this is the type of your questions in your and the problems in your exam. Any questions, guys? Hello? Hello, guys. Did you hear me then? Type. Hello? Okay. Clear. Very good. Thank you very much. Got it. Thank you. Very good. Type. Let us go for second slide. Second topic. Let us see. Okay, this is for your homework question number 2. For extracting rock sample of good quality, we use all these 25 questions coming, 20 from these 25 questions coming from previous exam. Yani this question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 is coming from previous exams. You need to practice. You are going to have them tonight after the class. Try to study them, try to Google whatever. If even you forgot, try to Google. I will give you this questions number 2. You are going to solve them right now. For extracting rock samples of good quality, we use what? Double tube core barrel, wala a single tube core barrel, wala a standard split spoon sampler, wala thin wall tube. Question number 2. Questions number 2. Let me see what all answers. A. Questions: the percentage of water you have assumed in weight and not in volume. Yes, always like that. No, it's not like that. But it's by look. Soil mechanics. Actually, if you are going for this, if you are going to discuss about. I'm going to answer one by one. If you go for, If you go for this type of knowledge related to void ratio, porosity, and saturation, and water content, and actually we need more than 2 classes or 3 classes. But I am just giving you a particular area. Try to memorize whatever I give it to you, like that only. And this is default. Don't go for more details. If you need to go. Up to you if you have time. But this is the questions in your exam. Soil mechanics have 2 questions in your exam. 2, maximum 2 or 3, maximum 3. You can say 3. You can assume 3. This 3 is coming in your slides here. Whatever you have to do, study just only study the slides. And try to solve the questions in our exam, which we have 18 exam, is more than enough. Okay, standard split spoon. The answer is, I believe the answer is A. The answer is A, double tube core barrel. This answer, question number 2 is A. It's already solved. All this type, all of the type of these questions and the answer already solved you, right? We have another question number 3. For example, question number 3, nobody remember the quality of the sample, the quality of the test itself, the quality percentage. You see, read مثلا, a rock core is retrieved from a drill hole. The length of the recovered core, you already have length of the sample through the core is 123 centimeter. There are 5 pieces. Once you already have the sample, you found out that there is in this core, in this length, you have pieces, 5 pieces. These 5 pieces, a 10 centimeter or more in length. Yani you extract the pieces already have 10 centimeter or more and through the other pieces. That means what? The total number of pieces is equal 10 centimeter more than 10 centimeter. The total length of them is 89 centimeter. يبقى the rock quality designation for this core is most nearly is what? يعني such type of formula. The formula is equal what? The total sum of the pieces is equal 10 or more divided 123 multiply 100. يبقى the answer is what? I will told you. Let me just check whatever you have here. C, 72%, correct. Fifth, yes. How did you solve this one? It's very simple, very simple. You have 89. Quality is equal, quality is equal 89 over the total length multiply 100. Easy going formula, and this is in your, yes. Now, assume a lot of engineers, a lot of civil engineers, for me, for example, when I read this, what is the relationship? This is 123 is the total length of the sample, and the 89 and give me 10 centimeter. I am going to confuse, but this is the way. This is the formula, and you are found at 72%. Soil mechanics is a huge knowledge, and you cannot cover it in 3 hours. But what you are going to do, you have examples, you have questions and answer, what we are having here. Focus in these areas only, okay? And inshallah, copy paste, guys. All the questions and answer copy paste, yani all copy paste. You just read them one time or study them one time. For sure, 100% you are going to memorize all the answers. Okay, this number 3. Right. Bearing capacity. The bearing capacity question is very simple. You will see it now. Very simple, and it's common sense. If you are telling me about the exam, I am telling you the exam is measure your common sense. Is test you as our common sense, as our engineer common sense. If you go to your exams, calm mood, relax, and sleeping well, and you already have good time before the exam, no panic, no confusion, don't confuse, for sure 100% by your own. You just, as much as you already have this course and as much as you already study all this material, for sure 100% you are going to pass from first time. If even some engineers, they are not studying, they are not even, and they go the exam and they are bad. Don't worry about the exam. The exam is very simple. It's very simple exam. But the problem is when we go to our exam, we always in panic. This is not good. Right. Bearing capacity. What the meaning bearing capacity is how the soil is bear. How the soil it will bear the loads coming from the building or coming from whatever substance, whatever the subject already over the earth. How the soil will bear the load. It seems like what every action have reaction. Load is action. You are giving load on the earth. The reaction is what? Soil bear the reaction of the soil. If the reaction of the soil is more than the bearing capacity of this soil, means what? The soil, it will fail, and if failure, it will happen in the foundation or whatever in the building. In geotechnical engineering, bearing capacity is the capacity of soil support the loads applied to the ground. The bearing capacity of soil is the maximum average contact pressure. يبقى contact pressure here, I need to calculate the contact pressure. Coming from where the contact pressure? Coming from what? Coming from action. What is the action? Loads divided area. Contact pressure, I need to contact pressure between the foundation and the soil. The contact pressure is coming through what? Coming because there is action. This is the reaction of the load. If you have a paper in the earth, it's different than you have a cubic meter of cement block on the earth. That means what? Action and reaction. يبقى الcontact pressures between the foundation and the soil, which should not produce shear failure. Yes, يبقى a particular, all the particular or practical of the soil, practical of the soil have fraction between them. Once produce shear failure, once you have shear resistance, as much as the force it will destroy this shear failure, it will happen on the soil. طب حلو. يبقى الكونتاكت بريشر between the foundation and soil. حلو قوي كده. يبقى we have another foundation like this foundation. We have overburden and self weight. All of this one is giving you as action. What is the reaction? Reaction is gross soil pressure and contact pressure. This is the bearing capacity. I'm concerned about contact pressures. I am upward pressure equal, and the opposite to overburden and self weight is coming QN is equal الBC over الarea. الBC اللي هي الforce divided area. I'm going to have all the weight of the building divided area. Should be less than the bearing capacity. Of more than the bearing capacity of the soil, that means what? A failure will happen. Go for our questions from previous exam, copy paste. These two questions copy paste, guys. All the questions here copy paste. If even the spelling, يعني for example, مثلا you read this one. Question number 4. Very important. A mat foundation will be placed in an excavation to support a building placed in an excavation to support a building as shown below. The mat foundation, we have a mat foundation. The mat foundation dimension he give it to you is what? Are 100 feet multiplied to 100 feet. As I told you, check the units of measures. Unit of measures is foot pound second. 90% from your questions and answers and the problems coming from الفوت باوند سكند اللي هي ايه البريتش يونتس 100 feet multiplied to 100 feet. يبقى the area is what? 100 feet multiplied to 100 feet. This is a raft foundation. And the building loads. يبقى we have loads acting on this raft foundation. If even the raft foundation itself have action on the soil, loads are as follows. A dead load of mat foundation is equal what? Is equal 400 BSF, pound per square feet. He already have it you. يبقى الباوند here is this is pressure or force. This is force, weight or pressure. A dead load, I need to all of you, a dead load of mat. Pressure or load, guys. A dead load of mat foundation is equal 400 BSF. BSF. Are this load or pressure? Guys, hello. I have a dead load of mat foundation. Giving you, I already gave it to you. Is load or pressure? Or already pressure? Produce pressure on the soil. Let us see. Pressure, yes, C is pressure, correct. This is pressure because See dead load of building walls, a dead load of the building's walls, columns, all the dead loads giving you as loads is equal 40,000 kips. Is this load or pressure? اللي هي dead load. Let me check. Okay, the answer is D. Okay, very good. Let us talk about that. Let's talk about. Okay, very good. The dead load of the building walls, columns, foot, floors, roof, etc. blah 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 is equal 40,000 kips. Load or pressure? Loads. kips. يبقى كيلو باوند. يبقى 40,000 kips. 40,000 kips. طيب. A permanent life load, we have life load for sure, the life load as well. The life load is equal 1,500 kips. This load or pressure, this load is pressure, is load. يبقى the net pressure, see the spelling. See the spelling. I already copy paste this from previous exam. Exactly. Copy paste. See the spelling. The net pressure, PST. Or this is what the meaning PST. The net pressure, PST. But this is, I don't know, it's a mistake or I don't know. But anyway, it should be BSF. At the bearing elevation of the mat is most nearly of what? What you are going to do, how you are going to solve this question is very simple. Bound square T. Bound square T or bound square feet. Bound square feet. How you are going to solve this one? Let us see. Very simple. يبقى net pressure اللي هي QN already solved it all of you. يبقى Q is equal QN equal already giving you 400. Again repeated here, sorry, is giving you 4 pound square feet. Where square feet? Okay. This is already giving you plus 40,000 divided plus 1,500 divided all equal. For sure is equal to 1,000. Will come 2,400. Something hang 400. Oh, on. Something hang. Anyway, it will be this is the formula. The formula is equal 400 plus 40,000 divided 200 multiplied 100 and is equal. It will be equal. Oh. The answer is yes. Have common units. Yes, it's equal what? Equal. What is the unit here? What is the unit here? Should be what? If this is 40, that's meaning what? This is 2,700 kilopound. Pound square feet. We have already here pound 400. If all divided, let us calculate the formula first. Let us calculate, guys. Let us calculate 40,000 divided 200 multiplied. You have to divide all of them into 1,000. It will be coming in 2,000. Yes, it will convert to, yes, correct, 2 pound. You have to convert here. This is whatever keeps multiply 1,000. Should be here, but the pen is not working. I don't know what happened. Let me check again. Correct. Let us say have it here. Something hanging, system is hanging. I don't know what happened. Okay, let us go again for this question again. Let us have it here, guys. We have 400 pounds square feet, and we have kips. We have to convert this to kilo pound, this kips to pound. That means what the answer, it will be like that. Yes, yes, correct, correct, correct. صح. Is equal 400 plus whatever you have here, 40,000, multiply what? Multiply 1,000 divided 200 multiply 100 plus 1,500 multiply 1,000 divided 200 multiply 100 equal 2,475. The answer is pound.